Hi, Pam Washington here from Build My Cleaning Business. Today I have part 3 in a 3-part series for you on why didn't I close the new account. In particular, most of this conversation is going to be around closing commercial cleaning accounts, but not exclusively. So this can be used whether you're selling residential or commercial, but this is all sort of part of improving and enhancing your sales skills. So there are 2 main points that we're going to talk about in today's video. The first one is it's very important that you make sure that you clearly understood what were the motivation and values of your prospect. So people will have, especially in a corporate arena, they will have some official reasons why they are soliciting bids. But sometimes underneath that, there's what I call the subplot. There may be other, maybe even unconscious drivers that are driving this person's behavior and decision making. And so what you want to think about is what are the buying reasons that your prospect has. And here's a conversation that you want to always be having to yourself in your mind. You want to say, what is their behavioral driver? What's really driving their behavior and their decisions? And how does my solution address that? Because if your solution doesn't address what's driving their behavior, their motivation, and their values, then it's not a winning proposition for you. And what's important is that you need to make sure that you address whatever the subplot is in your presentation and in your proposal. So, for example, in some ways, this goes back to what I talk about frequently, which is what is the pain of your prospect. But sometimes they're not always all that clear. It could be something as simple as they don't want to look bad. Maybe they either currently look bad because they're the ones that made the hiring decision about the existing cleaner, or maybe they don't want to look bad by making a mistake by changing to a new cleaner. So it's important for you to know, if the number one thing that's important to them is that they not look bad, then your sales delivery has to be around reassuring them that no matter what happens, they're not going to be the ones to look bad for making this decision. The other thing that you want to think about is, are you listening to your sales intuition? So here's what I mean by that. Good salespeople are constantly categorizing and evaluating information that they're getting during sales presentations. And so while it's important that you are persistent and that you're energetic in your pursuit of the business, you also want to listen to that gut feeling that will sometimes tell you, this is not a winning proposition for me for one reason or another. It sort of goes back to what we were talking about their motivation and their values. Sometimes there's a subplot that you can feel but you can't articulate. So let me give you an example. I was talking with one of my coaching clients a few days ago. She has an account now. It's an apartment complex, and what's going on is that they've had a lot of change in management. There's a lot of messiness going on over there, a lot of drama that really has nothing to do with her. And so, the property manager has one set of goals, but the maintenance manager has another set of goals, and they are in conflict, and she's sort of caught in the middle. And so the property manager has said to her, I'd like you to submit a new proposal to me. And she keeps sort of trying to get to the bottom of, what is it that he's really looking for? Is he looking for a lower cost? Is he looking to increase some of the services? that she's providing? I mean, what is the driver? What does he want to see change? And he keeps giving her so many different answers that she can tell that what he's really telling her, none of these are the right thing, that there's something else going on that really has nothing to do with her. That's her sales intuition telling her that what's going on here really isn't about her. So she's going to submit her very best proposal, but some of this is just beyond what she can be responsible for, because it's a power struggle between the property manager and the maintenance manager. So listen to your sales intuition. Sometimes it's even appropriate to just walk away from a deal. I'm always talking to you guys about how important it is for you to protect your time and your confidence. So if you get the feeling that this is just a no-win proposition for you, it's perfectly fine to decline to bid in a professional way. You don't want to say, hey, you guys seem like you don't have your act together and I don't have time for this. You certainly don't want to say that, but you can just send them an email with really no explanation. Just, while we appreciate your interest, at this time we've decided not to submit a bid to you and wish you all the best in your, search for just the right vendor. Sincerely yours, blah, blah. So these are two things that you want to think about that can hold you up from closing the commercial proposal, the new commercial cleaning contract. So that's it for today's video. That completes part 3 of this three-part series, which was sort of about improving your sales skills and in particular around commercial cleaning. So that's all for now. See you next time.